I want to talk about this question number 10 of homework 2 as an example to show you how to change or how to be sometimes we need to be very careful about the units to match the requirement as in the question. So let me read the setup. This again is a real-time data analysis exercise. Go to the St. Louis Federal Reserve FRED database and find data on the total assets of all commercial banks. Again, this number here is very important because if you just put this number into the database, as I will show you, it can directly give you the data series. So there's no confusion. Sometimes if you just put the names of the database, like in this case, total assets of all commercial banks, you may have multiple series, but if you just put this symbol here, you can most likely you just have one unique matched with this symbol. And total assets of money market mutual funds transform the commercial bank assets series to quarterly by adjusting the frequency setting to quarterly. Click the following link to view the total assets of all commercial banks. So let me click on this link. So now you can see this directs me to the FRED website, and this also directly gives me the total assets of all commercial banks. And you can, from these two boxes, you can see the time periods start from 1973 to 2017, December 2017. So according to the requirement, transform the data into the setting to quarterly. So far, I believe this should be monthly. You can see the frequency here is monthly. So how can we change that to quarterly? We use the edit graph function here, edit graph. So you can see on the second box here, the modify frequency. So you can change that. You have monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and annual. So in this case, we change to quarterly. So you don't have to be care too much about this aggregation method, just use the default. Now, if you close this box, you can see now the data is in quarterly format. So let's read on. Calculate the percentage increase in growth of assets for each. So far, we only have the total assets of all commercial banks, but we also, the setup also mentions a second data series which is the total assets of money market mutual funds. So again, as I mentioned, this symbol here is very important. You basically just need to copy it, and here use the edit graph function again. And now we need to go to add line because we want to add a second line to this chart here. Add line and just paste what we just copied, the symbol. Now you can see there's only one unique data series corresponding to this symbol, which is money market mutual funds, total financial assets, exactly what we need. So click on it and add data series. So this you have to be very, very careful here because if you read the units here, which stands for the units of this data, here it's millions of dollars. But if you go to the first data, that's actually in billions of dollars. So that's these two data series have different units, but frequency wise, both are now quarterly, so we don't have to do anything here. So now if you close that, and that's the reason why the commercial banks, the total assets of commercial banks, because that's in billions of dollars, so the number there is smaller. So that's why if you put these two charts on the same graph, actually this total assets of all commercial banks, this blue curve here is almost not be able to see. The only curve you can see here is the money market mutual funds. But if you just put your mouse in a certain time point, you can read the numbers for both. So that we need that in order to answer this question. Calculate the percent increase in growth of assets for each from January 2000 to the most recent available quarter for both series. Enter your responses exactly as they appear on Fred. So commercial banks, quarterly. So the third quarter is the most recent quarter for both. So quarter Q3 2017 for commercial banks, as we said, the units there is already in billions of dollars. So we can copy that number. So 16456.0905. So this is 16. Again, what's the number? 16456.0905. And for the money market mutual funds, the number here is 27,477.05. But as we mentioned, this unit here is in millions of dollars. So the $1 billion is 1,000 million dollars. So that means we need to divide this number by 1,000 and put that divided number, the converted number, into the box. So the number is 2,747,705. So if you divide that number by 1,000, you'll get 2,747. 2,047.705. So that's the answer we need. 2,047.705. So now let's go to 2000 quarter one. So move the cursor to 2000 quarter one. I just moved that to Q1 2000. So rate again. So for the commercial banks, it's 5640.0686. So let me put that 5640.00. Okay, so why don't I do a change here? So I just don't want to. So now you can see the graph just show the portion which is between 2000 and 2017. So now if I just put my mouse at the beginning of this graph, that shows the quarter one of 2000. So 640.0686. And for the money market mutual funds, again, be careful about the units. The number here is 1,696,149, but that's in millions of dollars. We need to divide that number by 1,000 to get to the billions of dollars. So that gives me 1696.149. So then the final box, the final column here is for the change. So we just need to just do the change. So open a new Excel file. You can put that number into your calculator, or here I want to use Excel because I found that to be easier. You can also use your Excel to do the same. So where's my number again? So that's right there. So why don't I just directly copy this number? Can I do that? Seems that I cannot. So I need to put that number manually into my Excel sheet. So 16456.0905 minus 5640.0686 over 5640.0686. So that gives me the percentage change. So the number here is 1.917711. So put that into percentage terms. That gives me 191.7711. So do the same for the mutual funds. So that gives me 2747, 705 minus 1696, 1469 over 1696, 149. So that gives me 61, or you can just change this both to be in percentage terms by right-click the mouse and format cells. So then click on percentage. So there you can keep more decimal places if you want. So this will give me for the second number 61. Actually, I think if you just round all these numbers to 2 decimal places, your answer will be marked as correct. But here, let's just keep more decimal places. 61.9. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, why? 61.9967. 9967. All right, I guess it's time to check my answer. Well done. So then there's a final part for this question. Which of the two financial intermediaries has experienced the most growth? So simply by looking at the change, percentage change, we can see that the commercial banks, the total assets of commercial banks have experienced the most growth. So we should choose A. Check answer. Good job. Commercial bank assets have increased by 191.8% during this time period, while money market mutual fund assets have also increased, but by less than commercial banks during that time at 62%. I guess this is a rounded number. All right, again, the purpose of this video is to just to show you how to, we need to be careful about the unit's requirements to the possibly to different data series. So in this case, we have two data series. One is in billions of dollars, another one is in millions of dollars. But the question requires us to put both in billions of dollars. So for one, we can directly copy the numbers, but for the other, we need to convert that into billions first, and then put the numbers, converting the number into the box. So that's the major purpose for this video.